Hello everyone, welcome you all to this lecture. In this lecture, I am going to discuss the file permissions. So in our class, I have already talked about the different types of files. Those are available in Linux system. So when we type ls minus l command, it displays the output in this format. In this output, the very first character help us to identify the file type. So if the very first character is D, that means this file, which is named as desktop, is a directory file. So there are different types of files. If the very first character is D, then it reflects the directory file. If the very first character is, let's say, hyphen or this dash, that means it is a regular file or normal user file. If the very first character of ls minus l displays as L, that means it is symbolic link, right? If the very first character of ls minus l displays as, let's say, B, that means it is a block device. If the very first character of ls minus l output displays, let's say, C, then we consider that file as character device, right? And in case the very first character displays as P, that means it is a pipe file, or you can say named pipe. And in case in ls minus l, the first character displays as S, and it reflects this file is socket file. So these are the different file types we have already discussed in the class. By typing ls minus l command and looking at the very first character which is displaying here, you can identify the file type, right? So in case we display ls minus l on root, and inside root, let's say there is dev. If we look at here, there are different types of files. So the very first character is displaying C here. That means all these files are character devices, and these files are displaying the very first character as small b. That means these files are block devices, and this is one of the directory file which is named as vfio, right? So in this manner you can identify the types of file, right? Now when we display ls minus l, it displays a number of things. After the file type, it displays some rwx, then another set of rwx, and another set of rwx, then it displays one dot, then it displays a number, then it displays the user owner of the file, and then it displays the group owner of the file, then the date and time, and then the file name, right? So let's say I check the present working directory wherever I'm working. I am inside the student home, and if I want to create a file here, I use touch file1.txt. Let's say I'm creating file1.txt. Now if I run ls minus l on file1.txt, it displays this permission. So it is giving us a read write permission for the user, but there is no execute. It is allowing only read permission. There is no write and no execute for group owner, and only read permission is given for other users, right? And the owner of the file is root, and the group owner of the file is also root, and this file is having 0 byte, and this file is having one hard link on it. So in case we update this file by using cat double greater than sign, double greater than means I want to append. You can put single greater than because right now file is empty. If I put double greater than sign on this file and I write, let's say hello everyone, and I press Ctrl D. Now if we check the content of this file 1, we check hello everyone is stored. Now if I run the same command again, ls-l, the file size is modified. Earlier the file size was 0. Earlier the file size was 0. Now it is displaying file size as 17. Right? So these are the bytes, number of characters. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17. So you have written 17 characters and it is displaying the file size as 17. Right? Now what about these file permissions and what about the owners and group? So in case I want to list out all the users those are existing in the system, in case I want to update the owner of the file, I must be having information what are the other users available in the system. So I can check with the help of cat command, as we have already discussed in the class. There is etc pass wd file. It displays the user information. If I want to only display the username those are available in the system, I can use one of the well-known filter, that is cut command. So in cut we can set -d option delimiter, because all the fields are separated by colon, so I can set delimiter as colon, and then field number, let's say 1, because field 1 in passwd is the username, and then I can give the path of the file. So this command will print only the first column from the file, and these are all the users those are available in this file, right? So all these users are available in the file. Student is one of the user which is available here, right? Now in case we want to change the owner, so if you want to change the owner, there is chown command which can change the owner. Right now file1.txt is having owner as root. Now let's change the permission or the owner of the file1.txt. So let's say if I want to change this, let me clear this history. So I use chown. Before that, let's check what is the owner of the file. File1.txt is having owner as root. Okay, we are trying to change the ownership of this. So we use chown. Then the owner I want to make like student, and the file name is file1.txt. So that means I want to change the current owner, that is root, and I want to make the owner of this file as student. I hit enter, and if I again check with the help of ls-l, you can see here the owner of the file has been modified, right? Now if I also want to change the group ownership of the file, I can use chgrp command. chgrp. So chgrp command can change the group ownership. So let's use chgrp. Right now the group owner is root and the user owner is student. So chgrp, let's say I want to change the group ownership to student for the file 1.txt, which is right now having group ownership as root. So if I run this command, if you check the permission, now you can check here the group owner has also been updated as a student. Earlier it was root here. So in that way you can modify the user ownership and the group ownership of a file. So this is sufficient for this lecture. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.